Congratulations, you won a Zowie Gaming mousepad. Thank you for following the channel. Thank you all for participating. Thank you all for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure. We don't cast nearly enough anymore, but Clay and I are actively working to correct that because well, I'll say it, I miss you guys. That's not weird, I just do. Right?
Sorry, yeah, I need to, hold on, give me 1 second.
We got 9 in the server, Clay. Hopefully you'll be able to patch quickly.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now, so if there's any lag with the stream, it's due to me patching Counter-Strike, so I apologize, but it should be over quickly.
Esteban is in the server, and we'll be looking carefully at his crosshairs, his crosshair placement, because if he's using a controller, we will know. How far along is that patch, Clay?
Almost done. I'm just writing messages too as well, so.
Good. For both teams, press start eGaming, fielding Convict, Clipsy, Aeon, Esteban. For UNiX, Squanto, Def, SVN, and Revenge. And Blackout, apparently. We have 10 in the server, Clay. I hope you'll be able to join me soon.
Yes, I will be. I just need the IP, which is right here. I got it.
All right. Thank you, Val, for throwing wrenches in our plans all the time by patching mid-broadcast. That always makes us so mad. But we managed to work our way through it. If you're connecting now, we'll be started in just a second.
I am connecting now, so yes, we will be going really quickly. I just got to get in here.
People are commenting on your sexy John Wayne voice. They said, "Yeah, he does have a raspy voice." We did some voice profiling when we created this team. We knew that Clay had the mellow, the voice that makes the women kind of get a little bit excited, and I do the up-tempo, esportsy kind of talking fast, right?
Yep, that is accurate, and we are in game, and we are still waiting on another member of Press Start, which is looks like Cameron, which he was messaging me saying, "Hey, we're going live real soon. Where you guys at?" So I'm surprised he's not in here and ready, but I'm sure he'll be joining really soon.
Oh my God! You can change resolutions on our channel now. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, landmark moment. You can watch this at whatever resolution you want now. Congratulations to all of CEVO for making this happen, but I'm going to be greedy, Clay. Congratulations to us. How long has it been? It's been too long. This is validation for all the work we put in.
It certainly is. So now no one can ever complain about lag ever again, because if you're having problems, just turn the stream quality down. There you go.
If you can't watch us on low, it might be your problem.
Yeah. It most likely is. Okay, we got 10 in the server. We should be getting started really soon here, and this is probably going to be a really close match. Like I said, both teams in the middle of the pack in CEVO-Mains and similar records, and so we should be in for a good one here.
Can I just say that UNIX's roster has been greatly overhauled. In fact, I only recognize Def on this roster, and I don't know that I've seen a single other person. Squanto seems to be somewhat recognizable, but it's not doing it for me.
Yeah, agree. Yeah, the UNiX roster looks... Revenge maybe looks a little familiar to me, but other than that, looks like a completely new team.
We've probably recycled a couple of viewers from the last time that we did this map briefing, so give me a sense of how this map works, Clay. What are the points of emphasis, or just what are you looking for on this map?
Main thing I'm looking for, probably mid-control. I think mid-control is probably the most important theme on this map, as it gives you another entrance to both sites if you do take control of middle. So that's probably going to be the key for me. And whichever team is able to take control, I think they'll probably end up being the victors here.
If you have, let's say, mid-control contested, both teams have the same agenda, we need to get this game plan settled, everybody needs to be on the same page. If we have both teams thinking like that, and we have probably multiple teams trying to use the boost and the warehouse and the Z and the A connector to try to establish position, how do you accomplish that? Is this an op battle? Is this a smoke and go battle? How does this happen?
It could be done either way. It could be done with an op battle if you have a good opper on your team, or it could be done through the use of utility grenades, smokes, and flashes. You can always, the terrorists especially, have a good way. They could land that smoke from their spawn over to the CT entrance into mid, and that creates a nice wall. Makes it harder for the CTs to defend middle, and or makes them play more aggressive in middle, which should give the Ts the slight advantage there. So.
Whatever the choice is, I have the opinion that you just cannot leave the mid player on an island. You must be able to assist him. We'll get to that in a second. It looks like we're going live. You're watching CEVO TV. I am Cotton. My partner is Klops. This is Week 8, Match 2 between Press Start eGaming and UNiX, two CEVO-Main teams. Like we were saying, Clay, you can't leave that mid player, the CT side mid player, on an island. You must be able to assist him from that ramp. It's critical that you don't leave him alone because he can be isolated.
Yeah, it definitely is, and if he does get isolated, then he's most likely going to get taken out, and that will give that team mid-control and probably an easy entrance into one of the other sides.
4 decoys in B. No one falls for it. It's a decoy and push through the same lane. Revenge is going to be the first one to find their opponents. He holds on for dear life and delivers a kill before being traded out. 2-1 on the entrance. Good enough for Cameron and squad. Cameron being the team leader of Press Start eGaming.
Cameron's an A, by the way, planting. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did. It was a far plant. You cut me off right at that moment when I realized it. Very good observation. 2-on-2, however. I think this rotate, however, for the CTs, it was planned out for a retake on bomb site B, and when Press Start eGaming began to rotate to take their spots up in the other bomb site, they got caught. They got badly caught out of position. Now Cameron, the number 6 man, is our clutch man. He is standing in main. He sees one. Squanto calls out his position and will go directly for the defuse. One tap from Cameron brings down Squanto. SVN will go right for that defuse, but we know it's far too late. 1-0 on the very complicated opening round.
Yeah, SVN kind of blew it a little bit right there. Had the opportunity to defend his bomb diffuser, but the angle he chose of being in the rafters over at A, not the best because you can't obviously see the angle that Cameron used to get that quick, easy one tap onto the diffuser. So a little bit of a mistake there by the counter terrorists, but I mean that probably actually gave them that round right there. So.
It is definitely true. It definitely gave them the round. We need to update the match title, by the way, but we'll get to that in just a little bit. There is a horseshoe push into B main. Here comes the entry flash by Cameron. Off the wall, into the site. 2 on the platform, 1 at the generator, dropping off. Revenge gets blasted. Second kill, Clipsy. Entrance is totally clean, and the CTs are reeling. SVN and Squanto have nothing to save for. They'll be looking for exits. Perhaps we can use this time to change this stream title.
I cannot, because then I would be alt-tabbed and the stream would freeze, so maybe you can, or Pfeiffer or a Spangler can.
Yes, production staff behind us, please help us out, because I cannot. Anyway, this round's an eco round, Clay. We assumed it was going to be a loss. It was a loss, and we're looking for the exit kill here. Unfortunately for the CT side, unfortunately for UNiX, the objective is really to steal some guns and force some rebuys, but oh, never mind. You know,
mission accomplished.
Yeah, mission accomplished in the last half second. 3 rebuys is perfectly acceptable. If there was 0 or 1, it would be kind of a failure.
Yeah, Press Start looked like they were going to be going out at that B site together, but then they kind of just trickled out one by one and gave SVN 2 nice quick kills right there, forcing 3 rebuys total for their team, which is not going to be the best thing because they might be short money on the next round. And, you know, we're going to see another eco round form the counter terrorists, but it looks to be a full rush going towards B.
Yeah, here comes the rush. Cameron steps in and fails to track SVN, who brings him down, who's been very strong with a pistol, I might add. Bomb plant looks good. 3 CTs on the other side of the map, transferring through. 1 coming through white truck, 1 coming through a connector, and 1 coming through a main. Kills abound. Bullets abound, really. And the round ends. 3 Ts alive, 2 forced rebuys, and I'm on the fence whether or not I feel like the CTs accomplished their eco round mission.
No, they didn't, but I mean, to give them a little bit of credit there, it is hard to get forced kills there when the 2 people in A get taken down right away, and then the 3 members from B and mid have to rotate, because that is a long encounter point usually, and going up pistols versus AKs most likely isn't going to work out.
That much I can definitely agree with. One at outer yard at B, looking probably to throw flash in the window. Bomb holding at dumpster. Man holding mid control at warehouse. Nobody pushed out yet. It's a pretty passive look. It's a pretty punch and jab sort of look, feeling out the positions of the CTs despite the fact that they've already got a kill. Now, Clay, you got a kill and you've got CT starting to displace, and they've chosen to give up mid from the looks of the minimap. I think that Press Start has really noticed this, and they're starting to wedge themselves into mid.
Definitely what it looks like. You see they're trying to pick up this guy over in the A connector, and if they can't get him, that's going to give them pretty much a full open run towards A, just 4 men versus 1, so they should be able to take that quite easily, but they got to be careful on this rotate. Revenge is going to be coming through the CT connector to mid right now.
Squanto smartly vacated the bomb site and thought he had the drop on Cameron. He did, but Cameron somehow landed a jumping AK headshot. You gotta praise the CS gods for that one, because those ones are rarities. Blackout faces a long-range duel with an Opper at the top of White Truck. Probably not the best idea to try to engage him. The bomb will... I believe, yes, Clipsy will bring the bomb back to shipping at A, plant it, leaving a 2-on-3 retake for the CTs. I think Clipsy missed the fact that he saw Revenge right above him at the cat. Nice entry or re-entry, depending on how you'd like to term it. They've got another one. They know he's at the A main. Aeon brings down Revenge. It's a 1-on-2. Cameron staying alive, buying time for his team. He's able to do just that. I think he's pretty much forced Blackout from a winnable position, and it's going to make this unwinnable for Aeon, who has a clear positional advantage here. Good round for the terrorists, but a costly one.
It was indeed. A good play right there by Aeon, faking out the bomb and just doing quick little peeks to get him off of the bomb defuse there to secure the round. But I mean, that round could have ended up completely different. Revenge had a flank on the 3 men going towards A from mid, and I think he just got a little too excited when he saw 3 backs towards him. He just went for the spray rather than just trying to burst down heads. And he actually had the silenced going for him too. So if he took his time, he probably would have easily cleaned that up.
I totally agree, and you know, anybody who has played CSGO and seen the iteration of the new M4 knows that the moment you start spraying with the M4 is the moment it betrays you. It will always stab you in the back. Def with a P250 kill brings down Cameron, but will not procure the gun. He is too far away to grab it safely. Aeon will be guarding the vent and has given away his position. He's hiding behind the box at the back of Checkers. Clipsy steps out, gets a nice, fast kill on SVN. Def and Squanto left. They're now looking for exits. They're kind of looking for exits in the same firing window, though, so there's a clear escape route for the T's.
Yeah, and Squanto going to be the last one left alive over at that main warehouse looking for these exits. But it looks like they know where he's at, because just saw a flashbang go off right in his face, and I think they're going to be either hunting him down altogether or just trying to avoid him. But no, he does get a kill right there, and he doesn't actually get punished for it. So that should be... Was that 2 or 3 rebuys forced? I think
I'm
it was
not sure.
2. I mean, these rounds, obviously you see Press Start is winning 5-0, but the rounds have been pretty close for the most part. I mean, lots of deaths going off on both sides. It hasn't just been completely smashing. I mean, the entrances are really good by Press Start, but the retakes have been pretty decent as far as CTs go. They're doing a good job. They just can't seem to close it out each round.
Yeah, that's very true, and with a slide like this, falling behind 5 rounds to 0, this has got to be one of those pivotal moments where your in-game leader needs to make the adjustments, not only tactically, but emotionally, with regards to team morale here, because it's beginning to slide.
It definitely is.
Cameron sprays down, seeing someone at mid before he is blinded by smoke. It's a standoff, a complete straight battle line. Look at the minimap. Rarely do you ever see this in a Counter-Strike match where teams are completely unable to infiltrate one side or another. The first person to attempt the entry kill is Esteban, he of the 360 controller. He's still using a 360 controller, you can tell. Def will bring him down on top of the hut. Esteban makes a valiant effort, but at that distance, no joystick will get you that kill. Cameron brings down Squanto. It's another trade. SVN has a double, looking for the triple, knows one's behind the forklift, but cannot deliver the kill. Aeon and Clipsy, both fairly weak, will have the bomb plant available to them now. It's just Aeon. He's got 2 health. You've got to have contextual awareness here. You can't win, just try to force the plant, but unfortunately he did it too late, and Revenge will not let him.
Yeah, he went for that reload, which kind of killed some time right there. He probably should have just went straight for the plant, knowing he was 1 versus 3 right there, and he only had about 5 to 10 health. So yeah, he just wasn't looking good regardless in that clutch. Probably not going to happen, so might as well just go for the suicide bomb plant and get it down.
Yeah, a little bit of lack in contextual awareness there, but he attempted it and attempted it too late, I'll say, and he lost his life for it. Here comes a eco push. That nade ruining the first 2 out the door. Even though it didn't deliver a kill, it definitely stymied any opportunity for the terrorists to move out into mid and control it. 2 left for them, just 1 left for them. Cameron with the bomb will lose his life at the A connector while trying to move into bomb site A. Very fast shutdown for the CTs.
And that was a testament right there to how close this game actually is, despite Press Start coming out with a 5-0 lead. I mean, you would think that if you're winning 5-0, you should have tons of money and shouldn't be on an eco round once you lose a round. But since the trades are going back and forth so much on these rounds, they are actually hurting in terms of money. So that's why they had to save right there.
You're very right. Astute Counter-Strike watchers will oftentimes be able to tell that games are much closer despite the round win total by purely how much money is left on both teams. They've been winning 4-on-5 every round, 4Ks to 5Ks, and that's been the difference. Clipsy delivers the first kill and the second kill. SVN and Def, both dead on the round, both mid controllers, so they'll have to reassign somebody to control mid. Actually, it looks like they won't. They're going to silo up at individual bomb sites and hope each group can hold on as a 1- or 2-man army. This is dangerous, Clay. Actually, no. Revenge has taken up mid. Nice kill there. Horseshoe Man. Blackout goes down, but gets traded out. It's down to a 2-on-3. Bomb looks like it wants to go to B. Our number 2-man Revenge will be the one to try and defend the site. He missed a golden opportunity to bring it to a 2-on-2, and he will be regretting that because Cameron was the bomb planter. Had Cameron gone down in that doorway, the bomb would have landed at his feet. Revenge steps into the site, kills 1, trades out, leaves Squanto for the clutch. 1-on-2, Aeon cleans up both. It's 6-2.
And that was just an interesting choice for Press Start right there. You see, I mean, they got the quick 2 kills on the 2 guys holding down mid for the most part, which left 1-man solo at A. They could have taken advantage of that and just swarmed A and probably got a good, nice, clean entry, but they actually decided to go for the harder spot, which was B. And, I mean, interesting play, I thought. A little risky, but it worked out for them, and they were able to pick up another one.
It's very true. You know, I wonder if the stream delay is caused by our rates. I've had a comment like that maybe twice now. It's not really hindering the quality of our broadcast. It's fine, but it's just a little bit puzzling.
Well,
Squanto fires.
Go ahead.
Tags Cameron, brings down Cameron. He was at the squeaky door. The rest coming out through main will charge him all Call of Duty style, no stopping, all spraying. 1-1 trade, Cameron for Squanto. Second one is Def, who came up through the A connector early, trying to rotate and do some damage, but he cannot. SVN will move to spawn, brings down Aeon. This is looking suddenly very much more favorable to the CTs, despite the early successful entrance for the terrorists. Convict and Esteban hold onto the site, and they hold fairly unconventional positions. They stay in the bomb site, which is not the meta of choice these days. A CT coming through long, moving towards Squeaky, will be tandem retaking with 1 at White Truck and 1 at Connector. SVN steps out, ambushes Convict. There's no one left except for Esteban, who had the ambush, had the chance to bring down multiple, but will not. Defused by Blackout will make this 6-3.
They certainly will. And looking at the money once again, well, that bomb plant should give Press Start enough to be able to pull off a buy here. They shouldn't have to save. The only one looking low, actually, Aeon and Convict both looking low, so maybe they will go for a save here.
It's okay. Well, I'll pose the question to you: is this a save round, or do you make an aggressive play?
I think I would go with the save. I mean, you're up 3 rounds. Might as well just go with the save and make sure you can all buy at the same time next round.
You know, that was the wrong call. 4 T's, decoys, and bodies all waiting at B. Early rotate by SVN. Will be leaning toward that side to make sure that's not the same pistol round fake that they went before, but it looks exactly like that. It's the same bomb fake. The bomb is over at A. The number 5-man Squanto is not going to bite on it just yet, but he is slowly drifting, slowly making a greedy play, trying to get all the way over to get some kills, and they're going to leave a bomb plant open. They've taken the platform. SVN, he's got people at the platform to fight, but he's got to know there's no bomb plant. What's up with this?
They might still think it's at B.
Yes, this could be the same play that Complexity pulled off in the DreamHack Winter Games. No ticking. Nobody realizes they're so far away, and now they have to sprint.
Oh,
everybody whips out their knives. It's time for the marathon run. Cameron has the troll face.
He certainly does. He is just laughing to himself. Well, something I was amazed by is they got 2 kills over in B, but they didn't pick up any guns.
I have a problem with this really quickly, Clay. Same pistol round strat, great, it worked. You got a bomb plant, but the problem, Cameron hit in the same spot. Exact same spot.
Well, he got the win.
He did get the win.
But yeah, I know, I agree as well. I mean, if you're going to do it, maybe try something different. But it was done quite a bit ago, so maybe they wouldn't expect him to be in the same spot regardless. Either way, I agree that he could have been in a different location for that, but...
Also, they don't have the whole overhead concept and the spectator capabilities that we have on
exactly.
clients. Smoke for mid will make it difficult for a CT push. They think they may get one because it might be an eco round for them, and Cameron shoots the mid player behind the hut moving towards sandbags. He saw he had a pistol sort of grip. He had 2 hands up protecting his sidearm, and I think that means it should be a signal for the T's that they will be ecoing. This will probably lead Press Start eGaming to make an aggressive play this round. 3 CTs left. Kind of playing out of positions with aggressive pushes. The number 4 and number 1 man, that's Blackout and SVN, moving up, creeping up to the T side of the map. Every T reporting to bomb site A. Look to your right, friends. Convict gets 1. Second one stuck behind the large tarped quad will move into Squeaky and back out toward Long. It's a 3-on-2, and Press Start eGaming is... They've clearly got an advantage with their weapons, but they're playing very tentatively, not wanting to make a mistake here. I think it might have been the right choice, but it was peculiar to see.
It was, but I liked how they knew someone was in Squeaky waiting, and then they kind of baited their bomb plant here. A little risky, but I mean, I think they had 2 people watching the door, and it worked out for them. So they were able to get that kill and the round, and I believe CTs are going to be able to buy revenge, picking up a Pro 90. So he's going to be the only one microing, everyone else getting M4s all around. But looking at their cash, they are broke as a joke here if they don't win this one.
Great way to phrase it. Clay, let me ask you something. What's an acceptable split here if you're UNiX?
Probably about 9-6-ish, I would say.
That's giving yourself a lot of credit here. You got to win a lot of rounds between now and the end of the half.
You certainly do. But I mean, if they don't win out here or start picking up at least 2 more rounds, they're going to have some trouble in the next
Let's
half.
begin to analyze where these entries happen. A lot of them seem to me to be happening right around bomb site B, where Blackout's been having a problem holding on to the initial pusher. He's at 6 and 8 right now, and he's given up the site to... Oh no, there's still 1 CT ambassador hiding on the platform, not letting himself be known. Go to the number 2 man right now. Here comes the Pro 90. Can't even deliver a kill, not with the magical weapon. 3 CTs left. Bomb site B take is good, and they'll have to make the long trek to get in here, with the exception of Def, who's in the vent. Early kill there. Esteban goes down. 3-on-3. Keep in mind there is an op in the site, and that could be devastating to anyone who tries to enter into choke points. Aeon peeks, perhaps wisely, perhaps not, but he manages to live and not be punished for it. Clipsy ruins Def, who comes down to challenge him. SVN, the last one at upper, is out in the open, fighting in open space. He does deliver a kill, but his positioning left him totally exposed. It's another round. And Clay, if you want to hit your quota, it's time to win out.
It certainly is. And you were talking about personnel matchups, and the guy over at B not doing too good in terms of KDA, but I noticed that they had SVN actually playing B, and they moved him over to the mid position because if you recall earlier in this game, mid control was a problem for UNiX here, and they were giving up quite a bit, but SVN has been playing probably the best on their team, so they decided to go ahead and move him over there to try and stop the bleeding over there.
Oh no!
I saw that.
A friendly Molly is going to stop any kind of mid-control push there. That tarp is on fire, and the T's are like, uh-oh, we got to abandon this plan now. So they're going to rush. They're going to rush A and hope for the best, and I think it'll probably work out because there's only one behind shipping with a USB and backpedaling with an AK suddenly paid off. I don't ever think that has happened before. I was gonna say,
Not
Clay,
many times you can say that. Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say that as an in-game leader, personnel management is one of those things that we talk about every once in a while, but is really prevalent in every match, and it's really the difference between winning and losing a close game. Putting the right people in the right positions to succeed is 90% of the battle, really.
Yeah, it certainly is. You see SVN coming in here, picking up 2 big kills, and that's going to leave 2 members of Press Start alive. But the bomb is ticking. There's another one, and I don't think he would have had time to defuse that regardless. But it was a nice drive, forcing some rebuys right there. And yeah, SVN is having a great game, whereas the rest of his team seems to be struggling quite a bit. And I mean, no doubt that's obviously going to be one of the major effects of this game, or reasons for this game.
At this point, you cannot be satisfied with forcing rebuys. That's an early game thing where you feel good about your ecos. Hey, we force some rebuys. That's great. At this point, now you got to convert it into real wins.
Very true. Very true.
Another attempt.
There, he finally gets the Molotov right this time.
Aeon makes sure. I'm gonna throw it really deep this time, guys.
That one actually worked. It went towards the A connector in mid and forced that guy off his position. So I actually like that.
Blackout steps out of checkers, gets caught again. Who we pointed out before, having some trouble holding on to B, has given up the site. Now Revenge also goes down, and bomb site B is open for business. All T's alive. 2 CTs left, and chances are they will not be able to retake, given that they're coming from the same firing window, and they have 5 T's to take down. So let's chalk this one up for a T win. It's going to be 11-3, and you've got to win that last round. You really, really do.
Yeah, you definitely do. Someone said iBuyPower vs Arctic, so I'm guessing the channel title did not get changed. No, that already happened. iBuyPower ended up winning that. It is right now Press Start Gaming versus UNiX, another match between two main teams in CEVO. And as you can see right now, Press Start is winning 11-3. And I mean, looking at the money of the counter-terrorists, it looks to be a partial buy here. I think Press Start should be able to come early with yet another round here, making it 12-3 for the final score, most likely, of this half.
Very true. I'm going to actually change the match title right now, so why don't you go ahead and take this one?
Sure, we see Press Start is having heavy presence over in mid. They tried to get a peek there going over the boost box, but Squanto able to pick up that kill, and now it's going to be a 4 versus 5 in favor of UNiX. Looking at the map, we see one is pushed up towards the fence area. That's going to be SVN wielding that Candy Apple 5-7. Looks out to try to pick up a kill. Almost picks up Esteban and his Xbox controller wielding self, but can't finish that off. And I'm surprised he actually didn't get punished by that, because he peeked and saw 3 terrorists staring right at him, and he actually finally goes down. But yeah, a little bit sloppy play by Press Start right there. Revenge now holding down the B site with his Pro 90, and he's going to meet up the full team here. We saw this before. He couldn't hit the shots, and he still can't. So he's going to give up site B, and that's going to leave Squanto as last man alive here against 4 members of Press Start, and it looks like he's going to be coming through the vents here. He's got to go for this. It is the last round, but breaking that vent is going to give him his position, and Cameron, waiting in the checkered spot, is going to be able to get that kill nice and easy, and that's going to give Press Start a great lead on this half. 12-3 is the final score for the half, and we will be moving on to the second half here shortly.
You know, I don't feel that this game played like a blowout. The score line shows a blowout, and that surprises me.
Yeah, you know, like we said, it was very close each round. Trades were going back and forth. You know, it was usually 2 people left alive, or 1 person left alive on the winning team, so it did make it very close. There were eco rounds going back and forth despite the big lead that Press Start had. So yeah, it was a close game despite what the score line is showing.
That is all emotional victories and not a whole lot of substance for UNiX, who wants to put up many more rounds this half. Do you see it happening?
I don't know. I think 12-3 is just too much of a deficit to have to try and come back from on this map.
I'd have to agree with you. It's, you know, I totally agree that they can match up person to person in terms of skill, but for some reason or another, it's just one of those days where it didn't connect for your players and your team.
Wait a minute. What? Esteban is now set repping a PS3 controller. What is going on?
You can't play with those triggers. Your fingers slip off the back. The R2 and L2 are curved outward, so how can you possibly pull the triggers?
That must be why he's not. I don't think he's been doing
That's
so
why
hot
they're
this
not
game.
winning.
No, they are. They are winning, but he's.
You're
just...
watching CEVO TV. I'm caught in my partner's collapse. We're not actually on PlayStation 3. We're on PCs. Esteban is using a PlayStation 3 controller. This is UNiX versus Press Start eGaming, and this is a CEVO-Main Week 8 Match 2 game with
7-2.
playoff. Excuse me, 7-2 with playoff implications. You know, there's some actual danger here of getting knocked out for these middling level CEVO-Main teams. Def turns the corner at Toxic, looking down a ramp and sprays down Cameron. Aeon frustrated because he could have gotten an easy kill there onto his opponent, Revenge. He swaps out for a P2000 with fully loaded ammunition smartly and delivers a surprise kill onto SVN, but alas, his effort was all for naught because he was taken down. Hey, you know what, Clay? That's a start. You know, you got to start somewhere.
It is, but we are going to see a surprise buy here on the third round by Press Start, all picking up Vomices here. They want to put a stop to their momentum and just try to shut them out right here. So they're going to go for it, and we'll see if they can hold on here.
I can't help but wonder if there's a bit of mismanaged expectations here. Revenge and Def are sporting submachine guns, and they haven't upgraded to the rifle tier yet. So maybe they hadn't anticipated Press Start making the aggressive play.
Yeah, I mean, they're all equal right now. They're still holding their Galils as well, so they are on an equal playing field right now. And the way that Press Start has been playing, I mean, they should be... from how they've been equal before in the past rounds, I mean, they've been coming out ahead, so they definitely have a chance here to change the momentum of this game back into their favor.
It is certainly a statement round. They want to wrap this one up, and they want it known that they don't want this game to extend into later rounds, so they'll make their stand now, and it doesn't look like it will work out for them. Cameron and Eclipsy, left with their FAMASes and one defuse kit between them, have to face 4. Blackout, Revenge, Death, and Squanto. Blackout steps out from the Z at mid, brings down both Eclipsy and Cameron. Big play by him. Hey, you know what? You force them into a 4th round type of eco situation. You've got a big deficit to clean up here. You know, this is going to end up looking kind of nice for them at the end of this.
Yeah, I mean, Blackout actually coming to life here in the second half, doing a lot of work right there in those past 3 rounds. So maybe he's going to start stepping it up, and I mean, maybe the comeback is on. They are only down 6 rounds, but actually, it's probably going to be 5 rounds after this round because CTs are on an eco, and it's most likely going to go in favor of UNiX.
You know what? Somebody says, not somebody, Muty.
Watch Esteban.
Yeah, watch Esteban. Okay, so not this round, because actually it's an eco round, so maybe this round.
He's already dead.
Oh, shoot. I was looking at the chat. Next round, which I think will be a gun round, we'll have to go to, so we'll have to treat it seriously because it's a gun round, but the next time we have an eco round, it'll be the Esteban show.
The Esteban show. Cameron, the only one left alive on the counter-terrorist. I don't think he'll be able to clutch this. It's a 1 versus 4 situation, and he's over in mid all by himself, and he's actually probably going to get...
ambushed.
Yeah, here we go.
Revenge cleans it up.
There you go.
12-7. If this feels, you know, a 5-round deficit is still a 5-round deficit, but this feels so much better than being down 12-3.
And he says, get the man a mouse and a keyboard for Christ's sake.
We've tried. He doesn't want to. It's a gun round, so we will not be watching him. A couple of Galileos on the field. No, swapped out for a P90. Revenge using his P90 and 3 AKs for the Ts. Hey, I think that's an active decision. He had a Galil at one point and chose not to go with it. Convict sprays through the smoke at the warehouse, attempting to hit somebody on the other side of the smoke. There are people there, thanks to our X-ray vision, but he makes no contact. Standoff here. It's a default look. They're looking to get a push. They're looking to get an early entry somewhere and work their way toward it. They look like they found it. Blackout, who's had problems holding sites, has not had problems finding entry frags. Aeon goes down. Blackout gets traded out for him. One in the checker room. That's Revenge, fighting long range with his P90. Switched to his pistol intentionally. Gets brought down by Clipsy. 3 left for the Ts. 4 left for the CTs. Is it time to go to the Esteban? Not quite. Bomb site A will be the location of the final duel. 2-on-3. Here comes the entry, and Squanto lands 2 nice headshots, and he's turned this round all the way around. After being down a man, they're now up by 2. Clipsy has to clutch. It looks like he won't choose to.
Yeah, I mean, if he was smart, he'd probably just hang out in mid, try to hope for an exit kill. But even then, I think I would probably actually go back to B or just try to hold on to that gun. Because looking at the money, I mean, they should be. I thought they would be able to buy, but actually they can't. So yeah, I think I probably would have tried to hold on to that gun.
Eco round time. Go to the number 9, man.
It's the Esteban show.
No more talking, just emotions.
Whoa, that movement looks pretty quick.
Oh, did he swap for a keyboard?
I don't know.
It's all about the level, right? The level of the crosshair and how the horizontal movement looks, right? Vertical, it'll always change, but for controllers, it'll swipe left to right like almost perfectly. So if that's happening, it's almost certain that he's on a controller. He is changing horizontal platforms though, so maybe he is on a keyboard. No, he's looking like very stiff right now, and he gets shot. So that's the end of that experiment. This, what are we doing?
I don't know.
Clipsy and Aeon are the 2 left on this eco round. They'll be holding each site individually, hoping to make big plays on either end of the map. No bomb site commitment yet, but now they'll find out that bomb site A was the site of choice. Bomb will be planted, leaving Aeon to try, but not succeed in bringing down Blackout. Clipsy
did an outline of Blackout's head right there.
Yeah, did a very literal outline of Blackout head. Clipsy gets caught and sandwiched at mid from Sand and also from White Truck. That eco round is over, and UNiX is starting the comeback, Clay.
They are starting to come back, and they're doing it quite well here. Let's take a look at the score. Blackout 15-14, so he's starting to pick it up. Revenge as well. Def as well. So, I mean, it looks like, you know, where SVN was the only one doing work on the last half, the whole team seems to be getting into form here, so maybe they just need to get warmed up or something.
We had to run through the smoke, and that was a bad decision. Blackout decided to challenge the smoke, thinking that maybe no one would be on the other side, which is sometimes the case, but not in Cash, where everybody likes mid control, so he gets mowed down. Luckily, his teammates trade out to Cameron and Aeon, already dead. Convict, Clipsy, and Esteban left to hold the entirety of the map. They have to hold individually at each of the critical locations, mid, A, and B. Esteban does a good job, and so does Convict to bring down 2. It's down to a 1-on-2, and Clipsy can clutch. At this distance and the bomb having just been planted, he can totally do it, but it's a matter of mustering the courage. Will he make the big play? He's got rounds to work with here, but Clay, I believe in things in sports like momentum, and momentum is swaying all the way toward UNIX's side.
It is. I don't really like that he's trying to do this clutch with the opt. Whoa, picks up
Unless
that
he does
nice
that.
shot
Unless he does
right there. Yeah, and now he is going to go for that M4. Def is super low on health, but of course he won't know that unless his team just obviously sees he's going to be going for this defuse. Can he get in time? Oh no, just that was like so close. But Def smartly went for the charge. He knew he was low on health and had to commit to it, so he did. And they pick up another round, and I believe is Press Start going to be buying? I think Clipsy will be. No.
It's going to be a micro buy. It's going to be M4s and perhaps FAMAS. Convict has 6K, so never mind. Micro buy just means a FAMAS apparently and an opt for Convict. So it's going to be a gun round, and it's pretty much equal considering Blackout is sporting a Galil. Mid control is the theme of this terrorist side for UNIX, but not necessarily the theme for Press Start eGaming. And you got to wonder, Clay, if they're not using mid constantly, if they're not trying to control mid actively, is this automatically throwing away rounds?
I mean, that's what it seems to look like, because we have seen UNIX going for mid pretty much every round, and they are getting uncontested. Like you said, they're kind of playing weak positions there, and they're picking up easy kills. So, I mean, look at this stuff. Nice entry right there, and there's another one over at the A connector, so that's going to open up A site. Actually, I lied. There's still someone hiding in there. It is Eon, and he does go down, so that's the site to the terrace, and they're going to be able to get this bomb plant. Cameron is going to be on the 1vs4 clutch, and, I mean, this is going to be difficult for him. I wouldn't recommend going for it.
It's going to be a one-round game, Clay, and it's just something that we really got to consider here. Without mid-control on DE Cash, you're really handing rounds away, and not to take any credit away from what UNIX is doing. It is a great effort, but you're just opening the door for them. This round, however, by the way, I got to say, even if Cameron is making kills here, the A take, the entrance, was nearly clinical.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, they had good control. They gave up mid control once again, though. So, I mean, it's easy to take A when you're coming from mid as well as the main entrances. But I don't know what I was gonna say. I totally blanked out right there.
Do the mental math as a terrorist right now. You've got 5 CTs with pistols. It's time to do a 5-man speed rush somewhere. Don't risk giving your weapons away to another team that's very talented. Just get in a bomb site and plant. Unfortunately, it looks like a default look for the T's. Revenge will do enough to do all the damage here. He'll bring down 3. Esteban, Cameron, and Clipsy already dead. Convict with it. Ooh, 2 Deagles left on the field, by the way. Convict and Neon both sporting Deagles. Will try to do some damage, but the
Nothing
accuracy
good
of Deagles,
ever comes from Deagles.
the accuracy of Deagles these days, they cannot be trusted. Aeon will vouch for that, and Convict will soon find out, even with his hypnotic stat track. No. Oh! Blackout. Got blacked out. Def cleans that up. Convict goes down. 1 loss, 1 casualty.
So
T's on that round. It's all tied up.
apparently, Cash became a T-sided map overnight. I don't know. Over the course of the iBuyPower game, apparently. Yeah, because
Well,
I mean, you had press start completely crushing at T-side, and now it's completely opposite. So maybe, I don't know, maybe these teams practice the hell out of their T-sides and didn't really pay attention to CT side too much. I don't know.
yeah.
But, I mean, I feel like if you have a solid T side, you should have an understanding of what's important to hold CT side. So
That's definitely true. The CTs that we noticed that have regular success on this map have success because they're able to stop terrorists with counter nades, counter utility nades, smokes and flashes, and I see relatively none from the press start side, and that could be a hamstringing factor. We'll get back to that in a second here. We'll get back to the action in this round. 4 left for both teams. Guns for everyone. 2 ops on the CT side, and that is a factor for mobility and ability to react and retake bomb sites. Cameron comes out pre-firing at the quad, knowing that Def had taken his position. Smart play by them. And I think in the span of like 15 seconds, we lost all the terrorists. We are down to just 1 man, SVN, with the bomb, and he, our number 4, is now our watched man. He's the last man standing, the LMS, and he's also getting opt. 1 round, finally, Press Start Gaming stops the bleeding. They're up 1. It's 13-12, and it is neck and neck. By the way, Clay, the wallets that have been absolutely stuffed for UNiX, they didn't even blink when they bought.
nope, not even a question. Yeah, we got 16K. You know, we're good to go. But yeah, I definitely agree with what you said though about the CTs not utilizing smokes and flashes for defensive purposes. I mean, we saw one go down there, but kind of was poorly thrown. But I mean, really, we haven't seen him too much these rounds, and I think that's a big key that press start is missing here.
I think, just for my own observations, I don't think I've seen a single counter flash. I've seen a couple of smokes in doorways, but for the most part, once those smokes dissipate, there's nothing left. You know, that's about it. Anyway, 2 left. 2 left on the field. Cameron and Clipsy feeling high on the last round for putting up another round and inching closer to a win. However, maybe losing their chance now if they lose this particular round. If we stay tied all the way up until the end, all the better for us and the viewers, but it's going to be nerve-wracking for both teams. Clipsy is on a 1-on-2. He has the perfect opportunity because Revenge is very low to bring this to a 1-on-1. Our number 8 man flashes the connector thinking that there may be someone there. He definitely knows that there's someone at quad, and if he gets peeked, well, it's pretty much the only thing he's hoping for. He misses the chance, but brings down Revenge anyway. Revenge, after getting a shot past him, has to know that the off has a bolt pull. He could have escaped, but chooses to try to strafe the other direction. Now we've got Squanto coming out the squeaky, and Clipsy saw him at the last second. It's 13-13, all neck and neck, and if this bomb plant goes off, everyone will be super rich, but no.
Yeah, Clipsy really... Sorry?
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, Clipsy really didn't have any idea where Squanto was at that point. He thought it was either at the mid connector or in the main hallway. So, I mean, that was just a tough spot for him. He tried to get that smoke down for coverage, but obviously it was just in the completely wrong area it needed to be. So that was kind of an easy kill there for Squanto. And, I mean, it's what they needed to keep the tie going and stay in this.
Yes. Default look again. 1 boosted on the boost box, looking at mid, couple smokes like they heard what we're talking about, trying to zone out the T's, make it difficult for them to look around. They're going to try to press toward A. The bomb is dropped, by the way, back toward T spawn. First kill of the round, delivered by Blackout, traded out by Convict onto Blackout. We've got another one-on-one here. Clipsy will engage Revenge. The CTs take the early advantage, but I mean, we've seen that that really doesn't mean anything in this game. The momentum just swings violently back and forth in these rounds. SVN claims the bomb. Squanto follows, and it's now a covert mission trying to make the clutch play. They'll be rounding back around toward B, and Clay, the B players have aggressively pushed up. And now that Clipsy's dead, I don't even know that that was an advantage because they've totally advertised to the world that they're back in T-spawn, and now the CTs are not particularly scared about what their positions are.
Yeah, I guess so, but it does seem that way. But look at that nice kill by Convict. It's going to make it 1 versus 3, and now I think SVN might be a little worried here because he's the only man left alive on a pretty important clutch round here. 30 seconds left. He does have the bomb, so he definitely has a chance to make this happen, and I think it would be very important for him to do so since it is tied up at 13-13.
He looks like he will never make it to a bomb site. It looks like he'll be saving his weapon. Unfortunately, that means that this round will probably end with less than fireworks. 10 seconds remain. The T's will surrender this round. It will be 14-13 and will be on the tie point for Press Start eGaming. It's coming down to the wire, and this has real playoff meaning, Clay, because these guys are on the bubble for the playoffs.
Yeah, they certainly are. This is a very important match. From like I said, they are both towards the middle of the pack, and I mean we don't have solidified rules of how many teams are going to be entering playoffs, but yeah, it's going to be important to see who makes it and who doesn't. I mean, this could be.
I said on the bubble, assuming that everybody watches SportsCenter. On the bubble refers to the fact that they may be on the outside of the range of players or teams that could make it into the playoffs. They're not guaranteed a position.
Mm-hmm.
14-13. This round will be telling. Squanto lands the first one, and that's how you start the round. That's got to feel good. They've consistently brought down mid players, and Convict has been the one who trades out the player who usually dies, but he is the one that dies this round. Esteban trades out Squanto. This round is working out like a lot of other rounds. 1-for-1 trades, back and forth, very, very even. Cameron and Aeon holding A, dropping one out. Aeon will swing around the side of the map. He's going back toward mid to support B. B is open for business. The bomb is down outside, and this could prove critically poor for UNiX. The bomb, if had been planted earlier, would have almost guaranteed a victory for the UNiX side, and I think due to the delay, they've given Press Start real life in this round. So we'll find out in a moment. We'll find out after this retake. The number 6 man lagging a bit. Cameron on the far side of the map is starting to come around to rejoin his teammates. Here comes the first move. Exchanged by Def and Esteban. No result. Def lands a kill. And a second. There's Skins Esteban. 4 skins. There we go. I get it. Because he's making inappropriate jokes. Esteban and Esteban and teammate dead. Cameron also dead. It's 14-14. We're looking at a potential overtime situation.
I'm not sure why they didn't wait for Cameron to come around. I mean, he was a little bit behind, but the timer just got planted, and I think they had plenty of time to wait for him and have a 3-man take. But Esteban and, like you say, teammate, because I don't remember who was the second man with him. But yeah, they kind of jumped the gun a little bit there. If they would have waited for Cameron, I think they would have had a much better shot at taking that site, which is a little bit unfortunate because it is so close, and that was an important round for him.
It looks like the counter-terrorists will be surrendering this round. With an eco round on hand, they have a very difficult task ahead of them. They have a Aeon stepping out at mid, trying to contest, not dropping out of the position, and having a touchdown nade as his punishment there. You get caught out with rifles and you're in an open position, you gotta run. No!
No.
It's overtime, though. It's overtime.
Are you sure?
Well, why would the server shut down?
'Cause they won.
No.
It could be either one.
Oh, my God.
Let's check match comms.
When amateur teams do this, I get mad.
I agree.
Oh my God. Did that really happen?
Done. They Press Start ended up losing that. Oh, that's unfortunate.
We missed the epic comeback. Oh my god, I hate when this happens. I hate when this happens.
Well, and we didn't miss the epic comeback. We missed the epic finish. I mean, we just missed one round. Of course, it was the last round. How it ended, we don't know. And that's not CEVO's fault. That's the players in the server. They ended They don't realize that people are watching on GoTV, and they just shut the server down after getting their win. So
Yeah, that's not a CEVO thing. They're using an independent server, so they're using their own match server, and they just decided to shut it down. Oh my god.
oh well. I mean, we did see the epic comeback. We just didn't see the grand finale, but which is unfortunate. But you know,
People are ripping on me because of my choice of team. My choice of teams are Arsenal and the 49ers and Golden State Warriors, I guess. And it's just I rotate these jerseys. I'm afraid of becoming Thorin. You know, where
Phineas trying to troll so hard.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you all for joining us. Please do follow us. I hope somebody won a giveaway in this chat today. And
2 people want a giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should have some good matches coming up. It's going to be playoffs after next week, so that's always going to be good. Of course, I'm sure we will then be featuring most of the invite level teams, so I hope you guys stick around for that, and be sure to catch us then. You have anything else to say regarding?
Yes, I do have one thing to say. Don't blame Fixation.
Fixation?
Yeah, they were like, blame the casters. I was like, don't blame Fixation.
Oh.
All right, now sign off.
All right, guys, that was it for us tonight. We hope you enjoyed the cast. We hope you follow us.
You guys are trolls.
It's fine. Little do they know, I'm a huge troll and immune.
Right.
Anyways, so yeah, we hope you guys follow us. Check out the social medias, Facebook, Twitter. Facebook, Twitter, and also, oh my god, freaking Andy. Facebook, Twitter, and also YouTube if you want to see any VODs. Tonight's videos will be going up tonight, so you can see those tomorrow. Other than that, that's going to be it for us tonight. CSGO will resume either well, we might have matches on Sunday, but for the most part, it'll probably resume on Monday, and casting then will be misled and later, so be sure to check out those streams. Also, I don't know if our Dota and BF4 channels are still going on, but if those games are, check it out. Play CEVO 1, play CEVO 2, follow those if you like that, like Dota 2 and Battlefield 4. Other than that, that's it for us. You've been watching CEVO TV. I'm Klops here with Cotton, aka Rambo. Have a good night.
Hey, what? Good night.
See, troll.